So last time with possible selves, we talked about what? What did we do?
We talked about the future.
Future, okay. What was that sheet we did?
We were doing a sheet about.
The questionnaire. Was that about our, we learned a bunch of vocab words, right?
Yes, sir.
What were some of those vocab words?
Vocab words.
Remember we did like fears and hopes. Learner, remember those?
Yes.
Okay. Give me an example of a hope.
Hope. Like me going to the Navy.
Yeah.
With me, like hope. I hope I go to the Navy.
Good.
And do good work and stuff.
Okay. What's an example of hope for you?
Hope is like if you like.
You can say a definition, you can say something you hope to happen.
Like hope means like you want that to happen.
Good. That's a great definition. Something that you want to happen. Like he said, he hopes to get in the Navy, so he wants that, he wants to be in the Navy, he wants that to happen. Okay, so possible self. So this is lesson 4. Okay, lesson 4. First one, we're just going to talk about the future. Second one, that's where we talk about our strengths and interests. Okay, talk about what you're good at, what you like. Okay, you're interested in Navy, you're interested in your strengths as art. Okay, our third lesson was thinking. That's what we did last week. That's where we did the questionnaire about what you hope to happen, your fears, also your expectation. What's an expectation? Abby? What's expectation mean? What's expect mean?
Expect means like it would like.
Hope right.
I don't know.
Hope right.
I expect you to do something right.
Okay? It's kind of like, I know it's kind of weird. You expect things to happen.
Like my mom says, I expect you to clean your room.
And when she says that, what does she mean? Like,
clean.
like now or like in 2 years clean your room?
Like now.
Okay? It's something that it's almost a given that you're going to do this.
Yes.
So an expectation for you guys is you're expecting to go home today after school. In a couple hours, you're expecting to go to lunch. Okay? So something that will most likely happen. Okay? And then fears. Are we talking about clowns that pop out of gutters?
No, fears is like something that's troubling in your future.
So something, maybe a roadblock, right?
Yeah.
So what's a possible roadblock for being in the Navy?
Not going to school.
Not going to school, not getting a degree, right?
Yes.
What's a roadblock for art?
Not for like finishing high school.
Not finishing high school. Okay, that's a huge roadblock. Okay? Everyone kind of just, back to the expectations, everyone just expects to graduate high school, right? But if you don't expect it, it can quickly turn into a fear.
Yeah.
Okay? Everyone hopes to graduate high school.
He said everyone?
What?
He said everyone?
Everyone.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
If that is the only thing on your mind.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, today we're going to sketch out me and my possible self. Okay? We're going to sketch it out. Thinking about what all those things we talked about last week, bring them all together. Okay? So we're first going to do this thing called a questionnaire highlights. Okay? So we did our questionnaire last week, what we're good at, what hopes and expectations with that. So what we're going to do over here, I'll give you the sheet in a sec. You're going to describe yourself as. Okay? You are going to put what job do you want?
Navy.
Navy. Okay? That's what you're going to put there.
Okay.
Okay? And you're going to describe yourself as an artist. Okay? Artist. And that's what we're going to put for all of these lines. Okay? And we'll get to that once I hand them out to you. Okay? And then we're going to describe ourselves as learners. Describe yourself, hopes, expectations. Okay, we're going to go all through. It's going to take a little bit, but I'm here to help. Okay? We're going to go through each of these categories. Okay?
Okay.
But first, before I hand it out, actually I'll hand them out first, so you can look at them kind of close up. But we're not going to start working on them yet. Okay. Sam, remember I did the questionnaire about me in high school? What was the job I was talking about doing?
You was trying to get on the radio.
Okay, sports broadcaster.
Yeah.
Okay, I already filled one out. Okay? See, I put sports broadcaster because this is what I wanted to do when I was 17. Okay, I put sports broadcaster in all of these. I know my handwriting stinks, plus it didn't translate well as it is. Okay, so just kind of going through. Describe yourself as a sports broadcaster. We talked about how I was knowledgeable. I was a quick thinker about it. Okay. What about my hopes as a sports broadcaster? I want to work on a national station. Okay, I want to work on a big platform, call play-by-play. Expectations to get a job. Okay, I think that's everyone's kind of expectation, especially when you're talking about your future, is to get a job of some sort. And fears, that wasn't good enough. Okay, that was something I always feared about when thinking about that. Because with being a sports broadcaster, just like Navy, you want to do that, right? But guess what? You can think about all you want, but you really haven't done it yet.
I know.
Okay, it's scary. Okay, that's the real world. It's scary. And then I went to just describe myself. This has nothing to do with being a sports broadcaster. This is just myself as a learner. Okay, I think myself as determined and committed. My hopes. I hoped that when I was going to school to go have awesome professors that can make me better. Expectations to continue to learn more. Okay, I expected to learn every day that I went to class. And fears, not smart enough. Okay? All my fears is that I wasn't good enough, not smart enough, and not good enough again. Okay? That's just something I always feared, that I had these big dreams, and then once I got there, I wasn't good enough. Okay? And the last one's just you as a person.
That's scary.
What? Not being good enough?
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Okay? I still think that every day. What if I'm not good enough? Okay? And right when you're in your guys' age, when your whole future is ahead of you, it's one of those things. That's why we talk about it so much, because it's a huge aspect.
Yeah.
And then the last category is just about you as a person. Okay, what do you hope to be as a person? I hope to be a better person than I was the day before. Okay, things like that. So I'm going to give you guys pencils, and we're going to start working on these. Okay, if you have any questions, you got something you can think about, or that you can think about, but you can't really translate it to paper, just let me know. Okay, so first I want you to go through, and on those 4 lines, put either Navy or artist. Just knock those out right there. So you just put artist on all these lines, okay? If you need help spelling things, of course ask me. I'll try to spell everything right this week.
Okay. Okay, so Navy.
Put Navy on all 4 of these lines. Okay, there's blank lines right there. And I tried to do as many bullets as possible. As if you get at least 1 in each box, okay, I'm gonna be happy with that. If you can think of more, the more the better. Okay. So what do you describe yourself as a Navy man?
As a welder.
As what?
A welder.
A welder. Good. Okay.
Underwater welding or just welding?
Just put welding, because you don't want to just classify yourself as one thing, right? Because there's underwater and online. So W E L D E R. Okay. Good.
What are your expectations?
No, what are your hopes? This was describe yourself. What are your hopes?
Hopes to pass school. Hope to get down.
No, this is about being Navy. Okay, we'll get to those over here. This one, hope to be Navy. We'll put it in the next box. Yeah, they're kind of weird where they're at. So this top one's describing yourself. The next one is what are your hopes, and this one will be expectations, and that one will be fears. What's your hope? You hope to get a job? Okay. Don't miss box. There we go. what's an expectation? To make it. I like that. Struggling with fears? Alright, but yeah, where these are, it's kind of hard to figure out. But besides the top one, it's always gonna be the box below. Okay, what's your fear?
To not make it.
Okay, to not get enlisted. Okay?
Where's it? Right here?
Right here, last one.
To not be listed.
Yep. To not get enlisted. E-N-L-I-S-T-E-D. Okay, that's a big fear of yours right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this one, next one is just about how you are as a learner. Describe yourself as a learner. You know, things like hardworking, committed, determined, passionate.
Passion. I think it's passion.
Passionate? Okay. Can you read that right there? Can you read my sloppy handwriting?
It's a
A-S-S.
P-I-M.
Yep.
A-T. T.
Yep. Okay, what are your hopes as a learner? When you come to school, what do you hope happens?
I hope. So I hope to pass.
Hope to pass? Okay. Hope to pass classes? Nope. Yep. Yeah, so this is all about you just as a learner in school. Or it can be a learner, so if Abby, you want to go to an art school, it can be you as in art school, what you hope to learn in an art school, okay? Yeah. Okay, what's the next one? Expectations as a learner. What do you expect out of school?
To get more knowledge, that's learning more. I expect to go to, I don't know, expect to finish school.
Okay, finish. You have a degree. Easy as that.
A degree.
Yep.
Degree.
D-E-G-R-E. Is it? Okay. What's your fear as a learner?
To not do that.
Okay. No diploma. D-I. P. L. O. N. A. Okay, and then this one is you as a person. If I'm talking about Sam, you're just gonna describe yourself. Right there. What do you think of yourself? Listen up while you keep working, okay? The reason we do this is when you're thinking about your future and how you want to get there, it's best to map it out, okay? If you're just expecting to show up one day and be like, okay, this is who I am, I've done this, and this, where's my job? Okay, that's not gonna work, okay? You wanna have a game plan, okay? If you're playing football, are you gonna go into a game with a plan, or are you just gonna say like, well, whatever happens, happens?
I'm gonna wing it, I'm just kidding.
No, you want a plan, okay? That's what this is. This is to help you have a plan for your life, okay? Because the scary thing is when you graduate high school, you walk across that stage, get your diploma, shake the principal's hand, and then you go, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Okay, that's scary. Okay, you want to have a plan. Okay, so what are your hopes as a person? So, something I put as hope is I hope to be a better person every day. Okay? You talk about getting money. I hope to have money. Okay? Is that what you're putting?
Yeah.
expectations of the person? Either an expectation for you, or when people think about you, what do they expect? It can be either one.
I don't know. I expect to be kind to others.
Yep, that's what I put. You can copy,
I
if that's what you feel, but I don't want you to put that just because I put it, okay? This was about Sean,
Yeah.
your guys is about yourselves,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Expect to make people happy. No, to make people
You make people happy, I like that.
cool. I don't know.
You expect to make them cool, it's kinda hard to make people cool, okay, they are who they are. Okay.
I expect to make them.
Joy, bring them joy,
Yeah, I expect to bring them.
okay. You bring a lot of people joy, so I think that one works. It's kind of a tough one, right? J-O-Y. Okay, last one, okay? This one's probably the scariest on the whole thing. Fear as a person.
Fear the person.
As a person, you can get in trouble. I put not good enough first, but then I felt that was I kind of went across the board. So I finished with make mistakes. I don't like making mistakes. Okay, you guys know me. I like to do the right thing. Okay, I don't like being in trouble. Okay, make mistakes. I don't think that feels good by getting in trouble when you do the wrong thing.
End up in prison.
Okay, yeah, that's a fear. That's a fear for sure. I don't know how many people really have that as a hope. Fantastic. You done? Okay, rest your hands for a couple seconds. Okay? Now that we've got that done, we talked about tree last time, right?
Yes.
Okay? I know this looks like just a blank tree. Okay? So I'll hand you both one right now. Okay? So the hard work is over. Okay? You put down your hopes and expectations and fears and described yourself. Okay? So now we have this tree. Okay? What do you think we're going to do with this?
Do a money tree.
Money tree, we're just going to draw money?
Family tree.
Okay, what we're going to do, we got 3 branches. Take a guess what these 3 are.
The branches
They're related to your sheet.
of hope
Nope. Good idea.
of yourself.
Okay.
School. I don't know.
Okay, what we're going to do, we'll start from this. We'll start from the roots. Okay, the roots is who you are. Okay, so what we're going to do down here, we're just going to put our strengths. Okay, strengths, that can be all the way from I'm nice to I'm good on the football field to I make good dinner to people like hanging out with me. Okay, strengths can be all over the map. Okay, that's going to be the root. Okay, and I'll put up mine. Okay, strengths, put them right down here. Okay, and these 3 things, you describe yourself as Navy. Okay, I am sports broadcaster, so that's right here. Learner, right here. In person, over here. So the 3 columns that we just did on this highlight sheet, that's going to turn into these. And what we're going to do is we're just going to write the things we put down here as little twigs hanging off the tree. Okay? So I would do the strings first, because that's the stuff you got to brainstorm a little more, since you've already brainstormed what you're, who you are as a learner and a person. Okay, I know it's tough to read. And if you want, I see how I did this, the 4 categories in black, and then I got a pen, a different colored pen. If you want to make yours different, if not, no worries, okay? This is a who you are tree, okay?
So,
What do we got? Strength, good family, good, I like that, good sports, that's the truth. Oh, you're hiding your strength.
um,
Still thinking of strength? Here's the strengths I put, okay? Committed, good family. Oh, jeez. Smart. Athletic. Funny, friendly, passionate, outgoing. Okay? Those are just some things that maybe you see in yourself as well. There's a couple of those that I think qualify for both of you. And like I said, this is at the bottom because this is, we start with our strengths first. Okay, lesson 2, that's where we talked about our strengths. And now we build up into the rest of the tree.
I could put little ones like funny and cool, chill.
Absolutely, those are strengths. Okay? Because that's who you are. That's what the root is for. It's all of the things that you are. Okay, and then once you're done with those strengths, then we go up to the branches. Okay? Learner, either name your artist for you guys, and person. Okay, those are the 3 strengths.
I could put person right
Yep, person right there. Okay, and then learner right on that branch. I should have just given you a blank sheet of paper, Abby. You would have drawn us a way better tree. Onward.
Alright.
Get hot. Okay, so now, learner, you're just gonna write these down as little twigs. Hang on. Okay, you've already done those big brainstorming things. Okay, so now we just put them on our tree. Fantastic. And once we're done with this, we'll have one more thing that we'll have to add to our tree. You don't make the line long enough? Keep it racing. It's hard when you gotta write like towards something. You know how much space you give yourself. I think that's why a lot of these, it's tough to read, because I didn't give myself enough space. Okay, you got your learner? Okay. Yeah, you can put strength down there. That's so when you get back, you go back to it, you know what, you don't just think, oh, those are a bunch of random words.
My computer's not turning on.
That's all.
You done, Abby? Okay, just wait around while we wait for Sam. No pressure, Sam. Don't need to hurry or anything.
Damn, we gotta write all this right?
Yeah, no, it's done.
I don't know if that can do.
Just put one of these. Okay, you do this, I'm gonna explain the last thing we're doing. Okay, last thing we're doing, okay. They all kind of blend together, right? Yep, these. You do it over there. Yeah, these. Okay, they all kind of blend together, our hopes and dreams, okay? But we wanna highlight when the fears, okay? We wanna highlight our fears a little bit. Because right here, you just look at it, you're like, well, I see not good enough over there. Not smart enough over there, but it's kind of hard to find the fears. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to draw your fears. Okay? So for example, I'm going to say, don't enjoy it. Okay? That was a fear of mine for a job. So I'm just going to, nice and simple, do a frowny face. Okay? I'm unhappy. For example, like I wasn't happy with the job. Okay? Another one, make mistakes. You could do a paper, okay? And like cross it out like I screwed up, like I didn't get something right. Okay, so that's the last thing we're gonna do, is your mistakes. So do not enjoy it, okay? I just gave you a great example. So we're just gonna do those on your branches, or by them, to kind of highlight your mistakes, or your fears that you have.
So where are you drawing?
Just on, so for your artist branch, you're gonna draw on the branch. Okay, did you hear that, my spiel? Okay, our mistakes, we're gonna draw them, okay? You're not gonna get grade on your drawing, okay? You're gonna draw your mistakes. So,
Also, like,
or draw your fears, I'm sorry.
so like get locked up, I can drop the arms.
Hey, yeah, draw a person with bars in front of them.
So on the brain?
Yeah. Yeah, and then just draw like a guy behind it. There was a example of this tree. Keep working while I talk about this. An example for him as a person, his fear was to get sick. So he drew like a disease growing in the tree. Okay, so that's an example of kind of what we mean. Dang, that's good. What are you talking about? That's good. You know, buddy? Okay. Okay. What's your fear? Not getting listed. What can we draw that?
Not getting
Enlisted.
walking away from the neighbor.
Okay, walking away. I like that. So have like two people?
So like the hats.
Yeah. Have one guy with a hat.
Can they be stick figures?
Absolutely they can be stick figures. I told you when I'm grading your
Where
drawing.
is KK?
I'm not sure.
I don't think he has his phone.
Yeah, they put like a frowny face on you. Did I see which one's you? Okay, last one, no diploma. How you gonna draw that? Diploma, if you just look at it, it's a sheet of paper. Okay, so how you done? You drew them all? Art school worthy? Art school worthy? Good.
So like this?
Yep. Okay. Now, last one, we're gonna draw no diploma. For learn. How are we gonna draw that?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm not an artist, so do not judge. Most people see a diploma like this. Okay, and then like some ribbon.
So what about,
That looks like a burrito with wrapping paper. Okay, you can say like that, like you got no diploma.
like people getting it and me not just
Yeah.
turning around and walking away?
Yeah, you can do that as well. So you're not gonna go to my idea that I look like a fool driving a burrito?
I wouldn't do the burrito. Okay, mine looks worse.
It's okay.
There you go.
Okay, now put the X over it like you didn't get it. Because right there, it looks like you're getting the diploma. Okay. Okay, so great job. This is about what we plan for our future. This is who we are, and this is what we can do with it, including our hopes, expectations, and fears. Okay? Last thing we're going to do is we're just going to talk about why we do this. Okay? Our idea. Okay? Right now, you guys' idea is to be an artist, to be in the Navy. Okay? That's all it is right now. It's an idea. Okay? The reason we do this is to plan for it. Okay?
Yeah.
Sam's trying to make his jail person as best as possible. Okay? We take our ideas of what we want. Now